welcome. We are live this evening and it is Wednesday evening. It's Ash Wednesday in the Christian world. It's also in the middle of Ramadan in the Muslim world. And in Dubai, it's just after 6:30 in the morning. Across the seas, across the pond, in the Caribbean, it is 10:30 at night. This is the reality. This is the reality for the most of us who actually are working on projects as well as in groups and in businesses that are transcending the time zones across the world. We have to literally be mapping and doing all sorts of fancy things to be certain that we're connected. So I'm Carrie Heron and we're here live. I was supposed to be live on LinkedIn tonight, but I just got this message, which is why I got so distracted a while ago that LinkedIn is somehow not available. I don't know why they're saying that Carrie Heron is not able to show up on LinkedIn because Carrie Heron is right here. So it asked me, do you want to go live without? So I just said, okay, no problem. I'll go live without LinkedIn. So we're live tonight on YouTube. So LinkedIn, sorry, you'll have to catch us on the replay, but much love to you. We also, so I must say that I got this new software and I am working with it because I need to master it. It's wonderful to have new tools and tips and tricks up your sleeve, and this one is quite fancy. So tonight I actually brought out my studio lights. I was kind of doing it low-key the previous night, but I said, you know what happened? I was gonna do it because this topic tonight is so dynamic that I just could not be like lowballing it on the stuff with the could not be doing this stuff and not getting it right. So those are the new lights that I have. Well, they're not new, but these are new to this set. So I brought them out here. And we're going to be talking about this topic. Are you terrified of video? And how you can overcome camera fear and build your brand in 2025. And this is an important topic because I know that very many of you are indeed, I don't know what's going on. I think my mic is going in and out, but that says it's okay. And is anybody here on? I want to make certain that all things are well. So as you come on, let me know where you're joining from, and we're just going to do this thing. So how many times have you told yourself that literally I need to do more video, but then you don't, right? How many times? Too many to count, I know. So maybe you overthink it. Maybe you're freezing up. Is it that you're freezing up when it's time to actually turn the camera on and you see that green light in front of you and like, whoa, hoo, hoo, hoo. Or maybe you just hate the sound of your own voice. I've heard that one a lot with some of my clients. Does it sound familiar to you? I get it. I do, even though I've been in video for a long time. Video can be intimidating. But if you're not showing up on camera, then you're missing out on clients and you're missing out on opportunities. Because in 2025, people don't just buy products, they buy people. And that sounds kind of weird, but I mean, people buy connection. And so the fastest way to build trust in order to be able to get sales is to engage on video. So by the end of this, you'll have a 3-step formula to overcome camera fear, to build confidence, and finally start leveraging video to grow your brand and your business, whether it be your personal brand or otherwise. Plus, I'll be inviting you to my Booked, Sold, and Busy Challenge, which you'll hear more about this session, and where I'm going to be personally inviting you and helping you to turn video into multiple 6 figures if you so desire. And we're going to get right into it just now. So first things first, why video is non-negotiable for personal brands. Here's the truth: people do business with those who they feel connected to. So they have to trust you. And nothing builds better connection faster than video, especially if you're not talking about in person. So you're not always able to be everywhere at any time and to cross borders. Where else could I be talking to you? Like whether you are in Dubai at 6:30 in the morning getting ready to join the line on Checkside Road, or whether you are in just coming in from your commute in California, or whether you are just in your bed in Aruba, this is the way that I can connect. You can connect to people at, just easily. And so you want to be able to do that without any problems. You want to be able to build trust and build connection faster, and nothing allows you to do that than video, quicker than video, especially when you cannot be in a face-to-face setting with people. So video posts on LinkedIn, I don't know if you know this, but video posts on LinkedIn get 5 times more engagement than text posts. And I really wanted to go live on LinkedIn tonight, but it was either finish this or not. So we're live, so we just keep the ball rolling. That's what we do when we're live. This reminds me of live television. My audio is going in and out. It says my audio is going in and out. I don't know if it is or not. But we're still gonna go. And if we're not, then we'll just be live. So video posts on LinkedIn get 5 times more engagement than text posts. And that is something for me because I'm stubborn. I like to write. I love words. It took me a longer time to find my footing in writing than it did on video because I started out in video. I feel like I grew up in front of my father's camera to begin with, but I started out in video and television when I was 16. And it wasn't until 10 years later that I found my writing voice. And since then, because it was later on in life and I always wanted to write, I just feel writing is such an intimate part of my expression. But as a creative as well, it's not just writing, it's also other things. But video is a production, right? Literally a production. And as you can see, when it's a one-person production, and even when it's a whole crew, things go wrong. Everything that can go wrong does go wrong, and the show must go on is what we say in show business. Nonetheless, 80% of decision makers prefer watching video over reading a post. Let that sink in. I said 80% of decision makers would rather watching a video rather than reading text in making a decision. Okay? So brands using video grow their revenue 49% faster than those who don't. So those are 3 metrics that we want to be able to go over. So video posts on LinkedIn get 5 times more engagement than text posts. If you want to increase your engagement, if you want to increase your reach, if you want to increase your click-through, go to video. 80% of decision makers prefer watching a video over reading a post. And brands using video grow their revenue 49% faster than those who don't. So if you're using video, you're not just avoiding. If you're not using video, if you are avoiding video, you're not just avoiding visibility, you're avoiding growth. So if you're talking about hashtag growth mindset, whatever, and you're not using video, then you're probably not growth mindset. You're probably not growth minded, because video is one of the greatest ways to really grow. And putting yourself on video will definitely grow you and mature you in many ways. So section 2 is this 3-step formula that I promised you. So 1 is you have to shift your perspective. You're not on camera to perform. You're here to help, as I am tonight, which is why I'm going through all of this, even with all of the technical glitches that we've had. Why? Because it's not about me doing a sort of a show. It's about me adding value tonight to help you to get out of whatever your way is, right? Whatever is blocking you from getting on a video. So just talk for 2 minutes if you need to, but I want you to be able to just start and practice. I want you to focus on looking. No, I want you to focus on serving, because serving is what you're doing. You're helping, you're adding value, you're sharing. Focus on sharing, on serving. What you look like, what you sound like, those things can be modified, those things can be finessed. A crew, great lighting, all of those things will do magic. Just ask Oprah. Oprah had the best crew ever in daytime television. She had the best lighting technicians, the best lighting ever. You would have looked your best ever in your life on Oprah's television show. She had the best hairstylist ever. Like, her hair didn't need any weaves or any sort of extensions, because she had the best hairstylist. She had good stylists for her clothing. She had fantastic producers, the best as well. And production team, editors, all of it. Production assistants, the whole crew, the whole shebang. So you don't have to have the best of everything, but eventually you can. Those are things that will come as an add-on. But seek first to serve, seek first to share, seek first to help. And all of these other things will be simply additions. Additions that can come at any time. The point is, if you show up as you and you show up authentically as you, then those little extra stuff don't really matter. They will just want to know that you're real and that you'll show up and you can look them in the eye with sincerity. And that's what matters. And so you have to shift your perspective. That was number one in the 3-step process. Number 2 is practice in private. So yes, leaders, executives know that you don't necessarily go and air all of the things in public. What am I doing here? I am airing this in public, but I have practiced in private. I tell you that I practiced a lot in private, and that's what's important. Before I even switched on a camera in my life to record, then I was literally practicing. And if you start recording short unposted videos, just start doing it. Get yourself a coach if you need to. If you're looking for one and we work together as a great fit, then I'm here. But get yourself a mentor to share with, to give you some private feedback while you just build up your mojo, your little muscle. Talk for just maybe a minute, maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes on video a day about a topic you love. Something simple, and set a challenge to post your first video today. I want you to post your first video today. If you have not posted your first video, whether you're on LinkedIn, whether you are on Facebook, wherever you are, and tag me and say that I'm posting my first video because I was challenged by Carrie and I've taken the challenge and this is it. And introduce yourself in the video. Just introduce yourself as to who you are, what you do, and who you serve, and what it is that you're looking forward to do on the platform, and who you're looking forward to engage with. And keep it light and simple and sweet, and that's it. That's your video. All right, so the third step in the 3-step program that I promised you is that I want you to take imperfect action. So if you go through and you critique all of everything that you do, and whatever, the lighting here, the sound here, this didn't come across here, I don't really know, and we all know that we might be our worst critics as well, right? Your first videos will not be perfect. In fact, many of them will be messy, but you have to give yourself permission to learn a new skill. You know what I love about playing golf? I love that I'm so bad at golf that I don't have to be good. I'm so bad at golf that I have like a 5-day, my golf score is like a 5-day cricket score. Those of you who follow cricket, like a 5-day test match kind of thing, that's what my golf score kind of looks like. So yeah, not cute. Really not cute. But the funny thing is, I really love golf because I'm bad. And I've given myself permission to be bad and enjoy it. So there's no pressure. I can get better and I will get better the more I will play. Haven't played in a long time. But if I am just happy with just showing up and just being there and learning, be happy with the learning curve. That's how you're going to expand and get out of your own way and forget all the jitters. One of the things that we learn in show business is that energy is transferable and you have to take, everybody has nervous energy. You think, listen to me, the first time I was coming on primetime news, I almost did not make it. Why? Because I could not get it right. My nerves were me, killing me. And I was one step away from not making the news that night. And I realized that, you know what? My entire family, all of my friends are going to be waiting and thinking that because they already knew that I was going to be on the newscast that night, and they're not going to see me, and it's going to be the greatest embarrassment in the world. And that was nervous energy plus fear of, I was really petrified of being humiliated, and I just took that and I channeled it into the most brilliant take, boom. And guess what? I was still nervous, and you could still hear the nervousness in my voice. And if you look at the videos where I started doing the reports in the beginning versus in the middle versus in the end, and you know what I did? I have on my YouTube channel, I actually have my demo reel of my days as a weather reporter. And you can see the transition. Not only did I grow from 19 years old, which is what I was when I started in university still, but I also grew as a presenter. I just got more confident. I became more self-assured and my delivery got better. But it took time. It took a lot of practice, and it took a lot of being uncomfortable, knowing that I'm not quite where I want to be yet. I'm not at the place where I'm actually excessively proud. Like, I'm kind of like looking at my videos, like looking and giving me my own feedback. I'm like, but having to watch it because I want to get better, having to really take on all of the advice I was getting from other professors and so on. And one night, the head of my school, my media and communication school, said, Carrie, you know what? You started and you took a while to be able to just find yourself. But what I really love is that instead of copying the previous presenter, which was another presenter had done, you took your time to find your own voice and find your own style. And I quite like it. I really enjoy it. It's just wonderful. Continue to find yourself and to find your own way. And that's what you need to do. Give yourself permission and time to find your own way. It will not happen overnight, but it will, in the process, help to bloom and to blossom you, and will open up so many more opportunities for you, because the confidence that you get, you will develop in the process of learning this new skill, and it is a skill. I've been able to train lots of executives and leaders since I have been working in integrated public relations for too long to count. You see these things? They are gray hairs for a reason. I've earned my time to not remember years, but for a very long time, suffice to say. And it has been amazing. I've had to be able to coach clients who are brilliant in front of a room of people, who can give presentations on all sorts of topics, who just absolutely climb up if the camera is put in front of their faces. But there are times when you'll have to show up that way. There are times when we had product launches and we had to get executives who were not in marketing, people who were more specialized in certain areas, to become persons to be able to articulate certain integral things about a product or a service. And it wasn't always easy, but it was worth it because people ended up being able to get new skills. And when you're able to show up on video, then what it is that you're doing is that you're showing up your competence not only to your present employee if you are employed, sorry, employer if you are an employee, but also to potential employers. And if you're an entrepreneur, it opens you up for so many more opportunities to open you up to many more clients as well. And if you're in government and leadership in any particular capacity, you are making yourself you are actually grooming yourself. You're grooming your own self for a lifetime of great opportunities, not just being stuck in one place. So you're opening up doors for yourself. Your gifts will make room for you and put you before great men. And one of the greatest ways to do it is through video. All right, so the three things again is shift your perspective. So you're not on camera to perform, you're here to help, you're here to serve, you're here to share, right? So don't worry about that. Number 2, practice in private. Take a video, you can take the video 10 times. You can re-record it 10 times. You can write down the script if you want to first, right? Write it down. And then you can say it like 10, 15 times. And then when you pick one that's really nice, then you can post that one and tag me. And then the third one is to take imperfect action. So and it's kind of like tied into number 2 because it's kind of like, forcing your hand. Even if it's not excellent, even if you have not yet gotten a full face of a face beat and the hair on fleek, are they still saying that? Are the kids still saying that? Boy, I don't even know. So even if you don't look and sound the way that you want to, and it's possible, be okay with imperfect action because you did it anyway. It's harder to move from stationary than to continue in motion. A vehicle that's stationary takes more energy to move than a vehicle that is already in motion. So get in motion. Don't overthink it. Take imperfect action. Post your first video today and tag me. That's imperfect action there. So what do I want you to stop doing? I want you to stop making the big mistakes that keep you stuck. And here are the biggest mistakes that keep you stuck. 1, overthinking. If that's you, raise your hand. That's okay. Type 1 in the comments. All right. I see you. We see you. You see you. All right. I know why you overthink. You're worried about judgment. What will they think? What will they say? People are gonna think and talk anyway. Anyway, even if you keep your mouth shut, so you might as well open up your mouth and actually say something worthwhile. But here's the thing. No one is over analyzing you for real. That really is you just getting hyper focused about something that is not even real. People are really busy doing their own life and doing them. So yeah, why are you gonna be blocked by something that's not even so stop overthinking. Here's another thing that keeps you stuck: waiting for the perfect moment. If you are the perfectionist that I was, because I'm one who is recovering from perfectionism, and when I tell you about doing all of these things in the glorious mess that I operate in them, I'm telling you from experience. Why? Because I come from a professional broadcast media background. My internal metrics of what is a good standard of production value of what things ought to look and sound like is a lot higher. And it was so high that for several years it actually stopped me from really delving into social media and especially video. The irony is, video is my first video photography, my first, especially video, most natural thing. Like I literally was made for this. But guess what? Because I don't have a team and I cannot do the productions the way that I want to do it, then time elapses, and then more time elapses, and then even more time elapses, and gray hairs appear, and more gray hairs appear, and yet, what? Nothing happened. So you don't want that. You want to simply recognize that there is no perfect time. Start now. Start with what you have. You don't have to have the fancy video lights that I have. You don't have to have the broadcast quality mic that I have that I don't even know if it's working properly. I might have to do over this whole live tomorrow, recognizing that I don't have the sound stuff connected properly. But guess what? We're here and we're doing it. Why? Because this is a lesson in action. It does not have to be perfect to be meaningful. And in fact, people can actually judge and see that, hey, at least she was willing to show up. At least he was willing to step out. I like that. I like that. All right, so what are we gonna do? We're gonna not wait until the perfect time. We're gonna start with what we have, and we are going to stop avoiding video. Stop avoiding video. Stop avoiding video. The longer you wait, the harder it will get, and the more things you'll have to overcome. Right? So your audience needs to see you know, and if they don't see you know, then let me tell you something. Somebody else will serve the people that you were meant to serve, but you didn't show up to serve because they have to be served. And while they were there for you, while they were your people, if you never serve them, somebody else has to do it. So you're leaving things on the table. So how are we gonna get over this? I'm inviting you to come a little bit closer to join my next booked, sold, and busy challenge, and I'm helping you to get ready to finally show up confidently on video to grow your brand, your personal brand, and attract more clients in 2025. Whether you are an executive, a founder, an entrepreneur, or a high achieving professional, this is for you. You cannot be too advanced in your career for this, I promise you. So we're gonna do this in the Book Sold and Busy Challenge, step-by-step training to help you master your video and content that converts whatever it is that you want to convert it to. Likability, goodwill, what are the concepts in your personal brand, so that you can turn your personal brand into a multiple six-figure income stream. Now that's pretty sweet. So inside you'll get my exact on-camera confidence, content, and monetization strategies that have helped my students dominate their niche. And if you're holding back because of fear, uncertainty, or not knowing just where to start, this challenge is for you. Click the link below, secure your spot, and I'll see you inside. Let's get you booked, sold, and busy. And this is regardless of, listen, you need to show up on video. Even if you're not selling a product, you are the product. You are the service. Your skills are the service. Your knowledge is the service. And once you're able to package yourself on video, and to speak on camera, to show up this way, then you're going to have so many more opportunities open to you, because you're, number one, you're gonna have more reach, so that's soft lead gen. Number two, you're gonna have top of the mind call it. So when people have to make a decision as to, hey, who can I get to speak on this particular topic, they're gonna say, well, you know what, I heard Carrie go live on LinkedIn or on YouTube the other day, and it was delivering on this particular topic, so I think she would be a good, just like that. Out of sight, out of mind. Happens with video. If we are in the era of video, then you really want to get on board. You really want to get with the program. All right? So, showing you again what it is that we're talking about. We're talking about this. carrieheron.com/sold. The next challenge is for 3 days in the end of the month. And we're going to be able to tackle some really important things. So that's 3 days, the end of the month. Just get a taster, but you're gonna walk away feeling empowered even more to do more in video. And it's going to be a grand time. Whatever industry you're in, whatever country, it does not matter. I keep on looking because I'm trying to figure out if this thing is still. I see the sound moving there, but this thing is dancing. So you're gonna be able to show up, to build community, and to find your voice with like-minded people who are eager, who really have a growth mindset, and who don't take themselves so seriously as to not be able to give themselves the chance to learn something new, or to perfect and improve on something that you're already doing so that you can become even better at it. Video is a way forward, and if you are afraid of the camera, we will deal with that. Let me tell you something, as an interviewer, I have had people really open up to me because I've got this ability to get people to just relax first thing, and to just talk and share. It's a gift. It's a skill. It's a gift. It's something that you can also learn. That's why it's a skill, right? And so if you have me on board, and I'll help you to crawl out of that shell. I'll help you to become more confident in showing up online and not giving so much. Like, I wear my Impactpreneur shirt because my Impactpreneurs are people like you. This is my membership group. People like you, right? People like you who cause entire ecosystems to thrive. And I want to help you strengthen your ability to build legacy, not just be occupied in a job or be a salaried man, earning 6 figures. But what if you could actually create lasting legacy where you will impact people, impact the world for generations even after you. Video allows you to build legacy, and that's why we're here. Your life matters, and everything that you've done, everything that you've experienced, all of that matters, and you are able to bring to this world something that nobody else can. That's why the people who are meant for you have been waiting for you. That's why I say you need to show up to meet those people. No two people have the same fingerprint, because there is a problem that you were created to solve. And you can reach more people through video than you would ever be able to reach them in person. This is how we start movements. This is how we build legacy. This is how we change the world. This is how we serve. This is how we share. This is how we help. And video will be the thing that catapults you to the next level, to the stratosphere. So join me at carrieheron.com/souls. Sign up for VIP. VIP is 2 hours. We're going to be tackling questions and answers, and you're going to be able to literally troubleshoot with me. By the end of that session, you're going to be so motivated to be able to move forward. I help executives position themselves as elite personal branding subjects. So what I do is I help leaders to really position themselves as the experts that they are. And it's integrated marketing communications, it's NLP programming, it's also professional executive coaching, and it's 20 odd years of experience in media and broadcasting. So I bring all of that together to help you to create a presence that's worth leaving behind. So join me in the next challenge at carrieheron.com/soul. I thank you for showing up. Thank you for being here. Leave the comments if you're joining on the replay. Engagement is kryptonite for those of us who are actually bold enough to go on camera. So if you feel a little bit motivated or a lot motivated or even better, why don't you just tell me what you thought of this as a video and link it in the comments. Yeah, so you don't have to talk about yourself, you can talk about what this session did. So put a video, do a video, post it, link that post in the comments. All right, I'll see you again tomorrow night for the next live. I'm quite enjoying these live series, even though I'm doing them at such late times. So listen, get chopping. You've got a lot to do. Light, camera,